We are meant to call from out of the past stories, strange and weird.
Tales of mystery and terror by radio's masters of the macabre.
Stories of the supernatural, the supernormal, dramatizing the fantasy, the mystery, the unknown. We tell you this frankly, so if you wish to avoid the excitement and tension of these imaginary plays, we urge you calmly and sincerely to turn off your radio now.
Welcome back to The Horror. We're going to hear from Theater 5 this time, but before we get to that, a quick reminder, if you enjoy this show and all of the Relic Radio shows and would like to help support this and all of them, visit donate.relicradio.com or click on the link on the website. Your support is how all of this happens, and I thank you very much for it. Now, our Theater 5 episode comes from March 18th, 1965. It's titled, If the Spirit Moves You.
Griswold? Frank Griswold? Are you there, Griswold?
Who is it?
Strand here. I have something to tell you.
Strand? Martin Strand? No. Go away. You're dead. Leave me alone. I'm sleeping.
Theater 5 presents If the Spirit Moves You.
Frank Griswold. I have something to tell you.
Who's there?
Frank, wake up.
What?
I have to talk to you.
Who is it?
Martin Strand.
Mr. Strand? It can't be. You're dead. You're dead. Go away.
Frank, wake up. You're having another nightmare. Here, wait a minute, John. Let me get the light.
It was Mr. Strand again.
What in the world is the matter with you?
I don't know. But I hear him and see him just as plain as I do you right now.
At least he could come as ectoplasm.
Don't be flippant, Kay. This is serious.
Of course, it's always serious when a ghost comes to call in the middle of the night, especially when it's the ghost of your former boss.
What I can't figure is why does he come to me?
Why don't you ask him next time?
Don't be silly. I don't believe in ghosts.
Well, then go back to sleep.
I can't.
This nonsense is all in your mind, Frank. And it can't go on. You miss the train in the mornings. You're too tired at night to work on those plans. Now, look, when do they have to be in?
Monday.
Well, then you've got to get rid of that hallucination.
It doesn't seem like a hallucination.
It has to be. Now, Frank, dear, look. If Mr. Strand could come back like that, well, would he come here? Of course not. He'd go home, see his wife.
Well, maybe he can't find her. She's been traipsing around Europe ever since the funeral.
Well, he's got children. Let him spend his nights with them.
No, he didn't spend time with them when he was alive. Why should he spend time with them now?
Well, don't ask me. All I know is you're going to lose your job if this keeps on. Frank, he thought a lot of you. Hoped you'd be company president.
I'm going to talk to him the next time he buzzes.
You do that. The next time he what?
Buzzes. How do you think Mr. Strand would get in touch with you? He presses his buzzer.
Well, I thought ghosts were supposed to rattle chains or something.
Not Mr. Strand. He buzzes on the intercom.
Well, for tonight, tell him to buzz off.
I mean it, about talking to him. I don't believe in him, but I'm going to talk to him anyway.
I think you'd better.
I will. I'll tell him to leave me alone. If he doesn't, I'll just...
Do what?
I don't know, Kay. How do you threaten a ghost?
You have exactly 14 minutes to get the 723. That means you've got to be out of this house in 1 minute.
Yeah, I know. Catching that train's worse than punching a time clock.
Well, you never used to mind.
I never used to have a ghost visiting me every night either.
I hate to mention this, dear, but there'll be a late charge if the mortgage payment is made today.
Oh, yeah.
And Tommy needs an extra $50 for the prom.
$50? What are they teaching him at that college anyway? The ins and outs of bankruptcy?
Oh, now, darling.
All right. I'll send it.
Now, here's your coat. Now, where's your briefcase?
I've left it in the same spot every night for 15 years.
Well, it's not there now.
It's got to be. It didn't just get up and walk away.
Did you leave it in the den? Oh, yes, here it is. Paper scattered all over.
Well, I didn't even open it last night.
There. Now, hurry.
He must have been in here. That Kay. Are you sure you'll be all right here all alone like this?
Don't worry about me. I'm not the one who's seeing things. Of course, Dora might. She's cleaning today.
I'm sorry I mentioned it. Goodbye.
Frank,
Yes, darling?
you've just got to get yourself straightened out, Frank.
Look, I just got to catch that train.
You won't even be able to keep your job acting like this. And then what'll happen? Then what?
Let's talk about it tonight. Kay, I'm home.
Oh, Frank, you're early.
I just couldn't stay in the office any longer. They're bugging me. I want to see those plans. Kiss?
Well, you've done some work on them.
Yeah, I know, but I got to change them.
Why?
Oh, Mr. Strand doesn't want me to do it that way.
I better fix you a drink.
No, thanks.
You're feverish.
Oh, don't be silly. Actually, I feel better than I have since this thing started. At least now I know why he's trying to contact me.
He wants you to carry out his ideas?
Exactly.
How do you know this, Frank?
Don't be so blasted patronizing. I know how it sounds.
I'm sorry.
He left me some notes. You know the briefcase this morning?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he must have worked on it last night, after he failed to make contact. Oh, this is crazy. Now, look here. Here they are. See? Now, is that my handwriting?
No, but it isn't Martin Strand's either. Looks as if a kid scrawled a note to his puppy dog.
Well, maybe, but maybe it's hard to hold a pencil when you're in his condition or something.
And maybe you just got up last night and went in and scrawled these notes in your sleep.
I did nothing of the kind.
How do you know?
I'll tell you how I know. I wouldn't have written such crazy stuff. If I did it his way, we'd lose that contract for sure.
That bad, hmm?
Oh, just bad enough. Good enough to pass off to the directors. But once Fuller went over those plans with that fine-tooth comb of his, he'd laugh us out of the business.
Well, then you'll just have to ignore him.
Martin Strand?
Why not?
Well, you just don't ignore a ghost. That's why not.
Honey, sit down.
I'm all right.
Don't you think it's time we saw a doctor?
You mean a psychiatrist?
Well, yes.
You want me to wind up in the funny farm?
Oh, Dr. Ayers is such a dear, fatherly type, and we've met him socially.
Oh, and he doesn't send away nuts he knows, is that it?
Frank, we need help.
At his prices, I'll figure out this ghost business myself. Oh, and by the way, when I sent Tommy the check, I told him to find another money tree.
Oh, it was only $50.
Only? When I went to school...
You studied art in Paris. That was different.
I'll say.
You were supposed to starve in a garret. That was part of it.
Bread and cheese, a bottle of Van Ordinaire. 22 Rue de la... Let's see, what street was that? Rue de la Soleil. That was it. I wonder what happened to that old man who lived across the hall. Dead by now, I suppose. Gad, why couldn't he come and see me instead of Mr. Strand?
Oh, Frank.
He said someday I'd do something really significant. And he knew art. He thought I had real talent.
You have. So it's in architecture instead of painting. But just look where you are, Frank. Only a step away from the top.
All right, that settles it. I got to get to work on these plans. I know what'll sell and I know what won't. I don't know why Mr. Strand wants to foul me up, but he's not going to.
That's the spirit.
That's not the spirit.
Oh.
As far as I'm concerned, he doesn't even exist. He had his turn at the wheel, and now it's mine.
Good for you.
Now, did I hear a rumor about a martini?
All mixed. Only take a minute.
Bring it into the den, dear. I'm going to try to get to work right now.
You're looking like your old self again.
Once I get into this, it won't take me so long. And just wait till the board sees it. The way they've been eyeing me lately.
1 Oliver 2.
Live dangerously, too.
Ah, look, that didn't take long. Here we are. Frank, what's the matter?
Hi.
You're as white as...
Look. My plans, they've been scribbled and scratched. Look at this page. Torn to bits.
Who would do such a thing?
I don't know. But I can guess.
Oh, Frank, no.
Oh, yes. Martin Strand.
And you say this ghost, Mr. Strand, was fond of your husband?
Well, as fond as he could be of anyone, Dr. Ayres, he wasn't the demonstrative kind.
Then how did he become Mr. Strand's protege? Hand-picked for company president?
Perseverance, hard work.
He must want the job very badly.
Oh, he does. Naturally. Much more salary, prestige.
Fulfillment?
I don't know.
A lifelong dream come true?
Oh, no. Not lifelong, anyway. He really started out wanting to be an artist. Studied in Paris, the whole bit. If France hadn't been invaded, he probably would have stayed on and either starved to death or become another Renoir.
He came home when the war started?
He had to. Later, he joined the army, met me, and we got married.
Why didn't he go back to Paris and continue his studies after the war?
Doctor, Tommy was born in 45. We needed a home.
A crib and a car.
Of course.
So he traded his dreams for a conventional job and a regular salary.
He wanted it as much as I did.
Oh, undoubtedly. But when a man gets within whispering distance of the halfway mark in life, he sometimes begins adding up the score.
And I wind up in the minus column. Is that what you mean?
You know the answer to that better than I do. Tell me, do you think your husband is a happy, contented man?
I thought so until he began having this hallucination.
And why do you call it that?
Well, I can't very well call it a ghost, can I?
Why not?
Oh, Doctor, really?
There are such things, you know.
Don't tell me that you...
Believe in ghosts? Yes, I do. The number of sane, reputable people who have seen them, and even more importantly, been influenced by them, is so great that I could not possibly deny their existence. Don't look so shocked, Mrs. Griswold. Ghosts can be very helpful. Some people need them desperately. Perhaps your husband is one of those people. I do wish you could get him to come see me.
I tell you, that would ruin it. Can't you see where the estimate would be off? Why, the cement alone would be off by thousands of dollars.
Frank.
And over here.
Oh, good heavens.
Just look at this.
Frank,
What
I'm
kind
coming,
of a
dear. Now
thing is
just
that
keep
anyway?
calm.
Doesn't it?
Frank, are you all right?
Yes, of course I am.
Well, you were shouting at someone.
Always come with more crazy ideas.
Who, Frank?
Mr. Strand.
Oh, darling, there's no one here.
Well, there was.
Sit down, please.
I've got to have these finished by morning. Go back to bed.
Do you
will
think I'd leave you alone with a ghost?
Why not? You don't believe in him anyway.
Why don't you let me call Dr. Ayres?
We've been through that.
But maybe he'll see Mr. Strand, too. He believes in ghosts.
He does not. He was just humoring you, trying to get at me.
Oh, no. He really does. Said some people need a ghost.
Well, I don't need this one. He's got this thing worked out. Oh, it's clever. Very clever. Looks great. But not only will Strand Incorporated lose the contract, there won't be another architectural firm in the country that'll hire me to build chicken coops.
Well, then why do you listen to him?
How can I help it? He stands there, points a finger, and says, "Do it this way, Frank." What would you do?
I'd tell him go jump.
Oh, you'd do nothing of the kind. This is the first thing I've ever seen. I mean, something that's passed over and... Well, you just don't turn your back on that.
Then what are you going to do? Follow his advice and wind up on your ear?
I don't know.
I do. You've worked too long for this chance. And, Frank, we've got obligations. Tommy's at Yale.
Well, he'd have to take it easy, but we've got enough set aside for him to finish.
And what would we live on?
I could do something.
Well, you just said no other firm would touch you.
Well, there are other jobs. We don't really need this big house. Wall-to-wall carpets in the bathrooms. Country club. Everybody talking about Dow Jones averages.
Well, you do, too.
2 big cars that never fit in a parking place.
Well, you sound as if you hate our life.
Well, maybe I do.
And me? Do you hate me, too?
Now, what kind of a question is that?
What kind of an answer is that?
Well, of course I don't hate you. It's just... Oh, now, don't look like that, honey. I love you. You know that.
Well, then will you please get rid of Mr. Strand before he ruins us?
I can't.
You mean you're going to do what he says?
I have to.
Why?
Because he's green and he glows. That's why. And anytime anyone I know dies and comes back to me green and glowing, I'm going to do whatever he says. And you can like it or lump it.
And if you think something green and glowing is going to ruin my life, you are so wrong. I am going to get Dr. Ayers here to the house tomorrow.
He's a bigger nut than I am. He believes in ghosts.
Maybe it's better that way. He just might have some idea how to get rid of Martin Strand. I don't know what's keeping him, Doctor.
It wouldn't matter, except that I do have an important meeting.
Oh, it was good of you to take any time at all. He needs help so desperately.
And you look as if you could use a little help yourself.
Well, it isn't easy living with a ghost in the house. Green and glowing.
You still don't believe in ghosts.
No. You can't tell me you do either.
And that's where you're wrong. We all have ghosts. We live with them, talk with them. Sometimes they force us to rob a bank, jump out a window. Sometimes they do no more than make us blush.
I'm not talking about memories or guilt, that kind of thing. Frank's ghost has form and substance. Or so he says.
Perhaps Frank's need is more desperate. And then again, perhaps all he needs is a very understanding wife.
Dr. Ayers. Oh, Frank, dear.
Hi, dear. Oh, hello.
I'm Leighton Ayers. We met at the Reed's cocktail party.
Kay, you shouldn't have bothered the doctor.
It's no bother, but I can only stay a few minutes. Your wife tells me you've been seeing a ghost.
The crazy thing, it's silly. You know how it is.
Yes, I'm very interested. Tell me about him.
Please, Frank.
Well, why not? Can't do any harm. Not now.
Not now. Oh, Frank, you didn't turn in those awful plans.
They're already on their way to Philadelphia.
Oh, how could you? Oh, Dr. Ayers, do something.
Come now. It's not that bad.
It's awful. It's just awful.
How much has Kay told you, Doctor?
Probably more than you would have liked it to.
Uh-huh. And what do you think? Can you help me?
You don't need any help. Not anymore.
I do see a ghost, Doctor.
Of course. You wouldn't have obeyed him otherwise.
Oh, our future wiped out just like that.
Now.
Where do we go from here?
I don't know, but after I got off the train, I drove around thinking about it and decided we ought to take some time off to get some perspective. We could rent the house for a while. Furnished, it ought to do pretty good.
Where would we live?
Does it matter?
Of course it matters.
Westchester County isn't the world, Kay. I could take my paints. We'd manage somehow, someplace.
A drafty attic in Paris?
Why not?
And there are places in Spain where you can live on very little. Villages in Mexico.
At our age.
Why not? Get out of the rut. Start something new and exciting. Not many get the chance.
That is why Mr. Strand came back. He did it deliberately so I'd lose my job.
Nonsense.
He knows what it's like there at the top. Work 18 hours a day, all the problems. And where did it get him? Never camped out with his kids. Wife started running around. Why, Doc, there wasn't anybody at his funeral except those who had to be.
Is that the kind of life you want for your husband, Mrs. Griswold?
I don't suppose so.
Do you think Strand will leave me alone now?
You don't need him anymore. Maybe he'll go haunt somebody else. Well, I really do have to run.
Thank you for coming. I think I understand things better.
Let me know how it works out.
Oh, we will.
Thank you again.
Good night.
Darling, I feel that I've been emancipated. We'll take off and go wherever the wind takes us.
Well, now, dear, we got carried away, but maybe if you talk to the board.
Mrs. Griswold, you will do as your husband wishes.
What was that?
I didn't hear anything.
But I...
Well, honey, shall we start making plans?
Whatever you say, darling. Whatever you say.
Theater 5 has presented If the Spirit Moves You, written by Marquita Fisher, produced and directed by Ted Bell. In the cast, Court Benson, Grace Matthews, Jim Dukas, and Robert Dryden. Audio engineers Neil Pultz and Marty Folia. Sound technician Ed Blaney. Script editor Jack C. Wilson. Original music by Alexander Vlastotsenko. Orchestra under the direction of Glenn Osser. Executive producer for Theater 5, Mr. Lee Bowman. We invite your comments. Write to Theater 5, New York 23, New York. That's Theater 5, New York 23, New York. This is Fred Foy speaking. This has been an ABC Radio Network production.
Theater 5 aired from August of 1964 to June of 1965 over ABC stations, produced 260 episodes for that network. If you want to hear more from Theater 5, past episodes of The Horror, or thousands of other old-time radio episodes, don't forget to visit relicradio.com. You'll find our Shoutcast stream there as well, and as always, you can donate if you'd like to help out. Thanks to those who have done that. Thanks for joining me today. I'll be back next Saturday with a story from Quiet Please on another episode of The Horror.
Strange Tales.
RelicRadio.com presents tales of the strange and bizarre, the weird and the wicked. Stories not necessarily of the supernatural, but of the unnatural. Join us now for Strange Tales, featuring radio drama at its most mysterious and unusual. Strange Tales. Thanks for joining me this Sunday. Our story comes from Murder at Midnight this week, a series of 52 episodes produced from September of 1946 to September of 1947, aired at one time or another over ABC Mutual and NBC stations. Our story today was first heard March 24th, 1947. Here's Red Wheels.
said put that gun away, Joe. Stop him, Freddie.
He can't hear you, Smalley. He's busy singing. I've been playing you to sleep.
Hey, Baker! Baker!
He can't hear you neither. We rocked him off long ago.
Joe, listen. Don't do it, please. I'll cut the tape again. Any way you say it, but don't push the switch on me. Don't.
Midnight, the witching hour when the night is darkest, our fears the strongest, and our strength at its lowest ebb. Midnight, when the graves gape open and death strikes. How? You'll learn the answer in just a minute in Red Wheels. And now, Murder at Midnight. Tales of mystery and terror by radio's masters of the macabre. Our story by Jack Gordon is Red Wheels. The desert, flat and empty under a heavy night sky. Speeding along its only road is a large bus. Lulled by the hum of the tires, its smooth motion, the passengers sleep. All of them, except one.
Joe. Joe, hey, wake up.
What?
I said wake up.
What?
Oh, let me alone, will you? Let me sleep, will you? Hey, Joe, you don't think nothing went wrong? You don't, do you?
All right, I'm up. You know, kid, you got a face that talks too much.
I want to make sure everything's all right, that's all, Joe. I want to make sure.
This makes 3 times tonight you got to make sure. Starting to get me, see? All right, now, I tell you once more. There ain't nobody following us. Okay?
But there was. You said so yourself. There was at first.
That was a couple of days ago. That was the newspaper said so, not me. Now, will you put that imagination of yours in mothballs? Nobody's following us. Nobody knows we killed them. And if they did, they'd probably be erecting a monument for us back in Denver this minute. So you just turn your nose against the window and watch the desert.
Yeah, but...
There's pretty sand in the desert.
But, Joe...
Will you turn your nose like I say?
Yeah, Joe.
You picked your lucky seat. You're in seat 7, ain't you?
Yeah, sure, Joe.
Well, then turn around. Watch the sand in the desert. Yeah, that's right. And you found a penny? That's the sign you're always blabbing about. Sitting in seat 7 and found a penny. Lucky guy, that's you.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, so let me sleep, will you?
Yeah, that's me, lucky guy. Only I can't rest since that night we gave it to Smalley.
Look out of the window, Freddie.
Okay. What time is it?
It's almost 12. Smalley coming yet? Said he was going to be here at midnight.
No, but the cop...
What about him?
Well, he keeps coming back like he's fishing for something here.
He's just making the rounds. Don't you worry about him.
I don't like it, Joe. There's a smell about it.
Yeah, it stinks to me, too. Those 2 guys playing us for suckers. Baker and Smalley, a pair of shovel-foot dopes. Doing a little insurance on their own, and they won't cut us in on the take. Okay.
Hey, maybe we just ought to go away, Joe. Set up our own system somewhere else.
And let them get away with a double cross? You kidding? It's arranged perfect, ain't it? Baker out like a light in the other room from that Mickey. We use his gun, and we're 1,000 miles away when he fries for killing his best friend.
Hey, but Joe, don't forget me. I'm a jinx, I tell you. It'll backfire. Everything happens to me. Let's let it alone.
Just stroke that lucky rabbit's foot you bought today, and I'll do the work. Hey, what's that?
What? Smalley.
Yeah, all right. Now, just get to that piano and play him a little lullaby.
Hey, Joe, the cop's gone.
Get to the piano, I said.
Yeah. Maybe my luck switched because of the rabbit's foot.
Hi, brother.
Hello, Smalley. We've been waiting for you.
That's good.
Is it? It's not so good. We ain't happy.
No?
No. The whole thing grisels me.
That's too bad. Where's Baker?
Do you think we'd sit around like a couple of stumps and let you collect all that protection without a peep?
I think you're getting too tall, Joe.
Only 5'8". That's 4 inches and 40 pounds weaker than you, Smalley.
Just the same, Freddie and me. We want our share.
You got what's coming to you.
But you ain't got what's coming to you, Smalley. You see? This cuts you down to size.
Put that away, Joe.
Now you're 40 pounds, 4 inches. They'll make no difference.
I say put that gun away, Joe. Stop him, Freddie.
Freddie can't hear you, Smalley. He's busy singing. I mean, playing you to sleep.
Hey, Baker. Baker.
He can't hear you neither. We rocked him off long ago.
Joe, listen, now, don't do it. I'll cut the take again. Any way you save it. Don't push the switch on me. Don't.
Keep playing, Freddie, like nothing's happened.
I didn't figure on this kind of a cut.
I said keep playing, Freddie. Nothing's happened.
I can't.
All right, then just keep stroking your rabbit's foot. And it'll be okay. Let's see now.
Oh, let's get out of here.
It's only half done, kid. Let's plant the gun on Baker before we blow.
Okay.
There, he's beginning to stir in there. Let's get out.
Hey, stay. I told you to cop downstairs.
Oh, easy, kid, easy. That's perfect. Now they'll catch Baker just as he's getting up. So through the window and let the cops take over from here on out.
Open up.
Okay, kid, out you go. Come on. Atta boy.
You're breaking the door down?
You keep stroking that rabbit's foot. You'll wear it out.
Hey, the cop got in.
So now we got a grand sand seat to watch the go, with Baker right in the middle.
Oh, no. Now, Joe, let's beat it while we can. What do we want to look for trouble for? Come on.
This I gotta see. Here he comes, the lunk. Staggering out of the bedroom. Is he dopey from that stuff we give him? Jerk. You don't even know he's got that gun we planted on him.
Please, Joe, I'm dancing around like crazy inside. Let's get out of here before they decide to look this way. This ain't smart, Joe.
Okay. I've had my fun. Let's blow. Make it Hollywood, Freddie. There's a lot of money out there. Easy picking.
Oh, they'll come after us, Joe. I got a feeling.
Don't be a dope. What do they want us for? They got Baker, ain't they?
Well, they'll look for us as witnesses.
Yeah. They know they're well rid of Smalley. All they want is a goat. And we left him in the stable back there.
Yeah, but the paper said.
Never mind the paper said. Sure, they'd say they want us around. But if we ain't there, we ain't.
Yeah. Hey, look, a penny.
Pick it up, kid.
Yeah, brings good luck, Joe.
You see? Now we got nothing to worry about. What time does your next bus leave for L.A., ma'am?
One's leaving in about 5 minutes.
Okay, 2 for L.A.
That's 21.5 out of 25. Here you are. Thank you.
Come on, kid.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah?
You got a penny?
What for?
I want to weigh myself. I'll get a fortune ticket.
What about that penny you picked up?
Oh, no, Joe. That's a good luck penny. I mustn't spend that.
Okay, here you are.
Oh, gee, thanks.
What's the good news, kid?
It says...
Okay, so go on. What does it say?
Well, it says you're going to take a long, unexpected trip.
Say, that's pretty good. That's right, ain't it?
Maybe it don't mean that. Maybe it means the cops will get us and...
Finish reading it.
Okay. It says, you are too easily taken in and influenced by those around you.
What are you looking at me for?
Nothing, Joe.
Come on, kid. There's our bus pulling in. Well, there she is. Let's get out, huh?
Joe, let's wait for the next one, Joe.
Are you nuts? A 3-hour wait? What for?
That's got red wheels.
Pretty, ain't it?
Oh, red means danger. Let's take the next bus, huh?
Oh, you dope. Stroke your rabbits.
Oh, but Joe, I got a feeling.
Good, so have I. And it says let's get to L.A. double quick and pick up some of that gold dust. Hey, driver.
Yeah?
When do we pull into L.A.?
Day after tomorrow. About this time.
Thanks. Come on, Freddie. The red wheels is on the outside.
Okay.
7 and 8. That's us. Give me your bags. I'll shove it up here. There we are.
Joe. Hey, Joe.
Now what?
Hey, let me sit by the window, will you?
You can't see the wheels anyway.
Yeah, but you...
Oh, I get it. It's the number, huh? Yeah. You want the lucky 7. Oh, sure, kid. Sit in C7 if it'll make you happy.
Red wheels.
Hey, are you still up?
Oh, I wish I could sleep.
Oh, look out the window. The night and the sand. You'll nod off.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, Joe. Out the window. The night and the sand. Night and sand. Night and sand. Sand. Sand like a gray smoke screen. Hiding us from the rest of the world. No eyes watching us. We're way away. Red wheels don't mean beans. That's nothing. I'm no pincushion for that lady luck. She's on my side. I had it all up. Rabbit's foot, that's 1. Finding a penny, that's 2. And seat 7, 3. That's 3 against red wheels. 3 against red wheels. What's that? Oh, no. Oh, it can't be. Hey, Joe. Joe, wake up. Oh, he said not to wake him. He said he wanted to sleep. But the bus. Look, it's still moving, Joe. It's speeding over the gray clouds of sand, and the driver's seat is empty. The bus is speeding, and there ain't no driver.
A bus with red wheels on a desert road. Where can a bus be going without a driver? Where would you expect to go after
Murder at midnight. And now, back to Murder at Midnight and Red Wheels.
Back to the bus speeding through the desert without a driver.
How could a bus move without a driver? It's crazy. Just close your eyes, Freddy. You're dreaming. Now, when you open your eyes again, you'll see. Now, straight ahead and... See? There is a... Ah! No. I'm imagining things because I'm scared. Joe.
Hey, what's eating you now?
Look, Joe, look. Coppers? No, worse. It's this bus. It's moving.
Well, what'd you expect? Now, look, Brady Pond.
Yeah, that's just the point. Look. Straight ahead there.
Look. What the devil?
That's it, the devil. The devil's riding with us. He's holding the wheel. That's just why we can't see him. You see, there's no driver.
Holy smokes, I don't get it. What's making it move?
Something we can't see, Joe. Something.
Shut up.
The bus has red wheels, Joe, remember? Red burns like fire. Can take you to only one place. That's where we're going. Maybe some of these dopes sleeping can dream a way out. Hey, everybody, wake up! Wake up! What's all the racket?
Darling, don't cry.
What's the big idea?
I'll tell you the big idea. Look straight front and see for yourself. Holy fuck!
There's no driver.
My baby.
What's making it go?
Wait a minute, everybody. Don't get excited.
What do you mean, don't get excited?
Well, if you listen to me, I'll tell you. There wasn't anybody awake
I'll
when the...
tell you who's driving this bus. It's the devil. And that means... You know where we're going?
Hey, you're creating a riot, you idiot. Let me talk.
Sure, talk. That's just what we need. This bus is riding us all where we got to do a lot of fast talking. Dead people got to tell why they should be led into heaven or to that other place.
Hey, what the devil?
The devil, see? We talk about him all the time, the devil. That's the guy we're going to have to see, I know. I know there's no other place for me. It must be the same for all of you.
I get talking to your hat.
We're not dead. Oh, ain't we? Ha! We're on a bus. And the bus has got no driver. And the bus has got red wheels. And if you look outside, you can't see a thing but clouds of sand. Nothing, just a bus moving. And if you add up what you did during your lifetime, I'll bet you'll find there was plenty wrong. Hey, you, fat boy. How'd you do it, with an axe, maybe?
I don't pay any attention to him, everyone. If you'll just listen to me...
And you, lady. Small little dame with a gray hair. What's the devil got against you?
And you. What's laying so heavy on your chest that you won't let me talk? Yeah. I'll tell you. I was
Why
up
do you
when...
keep jabbering? Nothing to get excited. There's plenty to get excited about. Go ahead, kid. Go
No, Freddie. When someone gives you the green light to yap, that means to shut up.
We put on a good show, Joe and me. We did it with music.
I say button up.
No odds now, Joe. I can sing in any key. What's the difference now if he is a cop? We're all going to the same place.
I say shut up.
I played Smiley a lullaby. Joe rocked him to sleep with a bullet.
Freddie.
With a plain everyday gun, no fancy trimming.
You're 2% idiot.
Am I, Joe? Am I? Maybe I was once, but no more. I'm not going to take what's around waiting for us. You dopes can stick here like pigs in a slaughter pen if you want, but me, I'm finding a way out.
Hey, come back. Hey, stop him, somebody. Hey, stop him.
Ah, that did it. Door open just for me. You chumps can fry where you're gone, but not me. Son, sucker! I made it. I gotta run now. Run. Space. Pack space between me and those devil wheels. Space. Oh, I'm getting tired. Yeah. Hard running on sand. Get you tired, awful tired. Oh, but the bus is gone. I'm free of it. I'm alone now.
That's right, mister. You and me. We're all alone.
Sure. Hey, who are you?
I'm Mr. Rat.
Mr.
Yeah, Mr. Desert Rat. I've been here 22 years. Fell off a bus just like you. And been wandering around ever since.
Oh, how? Why don't you get out of here?
Because once you jump off, there ain't no other bus will stop to pick you up. You're all alone.
Hey, Mr. Rat.
Yes, Freddie?
Where you going?
Gotta keep wandering.
Keep wandering. The desert. Sand and nothing else for 22 years. Maybe another bus will pick me up. Maybe I shouldn't have jumped. Maybe it might have been better the way it was before I changed it. No, there is something else. A tavern. Come on, Freddie. Pick him up and lay him down. Let's get to those people. Nice town. Got a road. 1, 2, 3, about 5 buildings. Hey, anybody around? Anybody home? Well, there must be. There, in that saloon there. Oh, brother, could I use a drink? A beer, yeah, that's for me. Hey, what happened, everybody? What? Hey, no, stop that. Not that song, that's what I was playing when... Stop it, do you hear? Where are you? Through this door, maybe another room. Stop it, I said! Stop it! Oh, no, not again. A bus without a driver. A piano without anybody playing it. Just the keys moving by themselves. I gotta get out of here. Before it... Hey, somebody! Ain't nobody here! Ain't there nobody? Oh, there it is again. It's coming from that house now. That last one on the road. Maybe this time. All right. I told you to stop it, didn't I? Still nobody. Still. Okay, if you won't stop it, I'll stop it for you. You got it! Stop, do you hear? You don't have leave him again!
Hello, Freddie.
You? Oh, can't be you. You're dead.
And what did you expect to find in a ghost town?
What? You can't be.
Don't seem to like the music either. That sounded pretty good to you a couple of days ago. Want a drink, Freddie?
What kind of a drink?
A Mickey? Like you and Joe gave Baker before you knocked me off? You shouldn't have done it, Freddie.
I didn't have nothing to do with it, Smiley, honest. It was Joe.
Have a drink, Freddie. You must be awful thirsty.
No, Huh.
I know I'm thirsty with that slug in my guts.
Now keep away from me, Smalley.
So why not let's have one together? A nice double Mickey.
I said keep clear of me.
You're scared, Freddie, aren't you? You're afraid of the dark and the desert and being here alone with me in a ghost town.
Joe? Joe?
When Joe isn't around, you get scared, kid, don't you? Too bad Joe isn't here to give you a little gumption. Fight me, Freddie. Get me, Freddie, or I'll get you first.
No, honest, Smalley, honest. I ain't got nothing against you. We gotta stick together here. It's dark.
And don't play with rats. I squash 'em.
Now keep away from me, I tell you. No.
Where are you going to run to, Freddie? There ain't no place to hide. Not here.
I got a gun.
That makes you big shot again, don't it?
I'll let you have it, Smalley. I swear I will.
That gun sort of takes Joe's place, don't it, you weak-livered little...
I warned you.
Have a drink, Freddie. With a Mickey. With a Mickey and...
I didn't want to do it, Smalley. Not again, honest. I just got him before he got me, that's all. It's all mixed up. I don't know how he got here, but I'm alive. Luck's coming my way again. This time for good. I got a feeling. Lucky Rabbit's Foot, Lucky Penny, everything lucky. Lady Luck, she's on my side now. I see a car outside. I hear it. Yeah. Moon eye headlights straight at me. Yeah. Just hop a ride to L.A., I'll be okay. Hey, you! Just wave my hands like this. He'll stop. Up and down, up, down, up, down. Good. Slowing down. I'm okay now. Lift, mister, lift. No. It's my bus with the right wheel. And there's still ain't no driver!
Bus number 22 checking in, Tom.
Okay, Johnny, I'll take it. Yeah, I hear you had a little excitement.
Excitement? Yeah, I guess so.
What do you mean, you guess so? You nab a couple of murderers on your bus, and then you...
Well, there wasn't no excitement in it for me.
What?
You see, I wasn't there. They were all asleep when the bus broke down. There was no one to talk to, so after the tow car hooked onto the bus, I went up front in the tow car to chew the rag.
Yeah, so?
So nothing. When this guy wakes up, he went nuts. Started yapping about a murder and jumped off the bus. We had to chase him all through the desert, and he was so far gone he didn't even see the tow car when we found him again.
So what happened to him then?
He was nuts, I tell you, off his rocker.
Yeah?
Sure. We turned him and his buddy over to the cops in the next town at just about 12 o'clock midnight.
A bus without a driver and a ghost town in the desert. Perhaps our two friends will make that same trip again, and very soon, when they make their final payment for their...
Murder at midnight.
Remember to be with us again when death takes the wheel on a lonely journey and the clocks strike 12 for...
Murder at midnight.
The part of Freddie was played by John Sylvester. With music by Charles Paul, Murder at Midnight was directed by Anton M. Leader.
That's our Strange Tale for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. Come back next Sunday for a story from the Columbia Workshop. In between now and then, you can find more Murder at Midnight, Strange Tales, and thousands of other old-time radio episodes at relicradio.com. If you'd like to help support this and all of the shows, you can do so through the website as well. Your support makes it all happen. Click on the link on the website or visit donate.relicradio.com for more information on that. Thanks to those who have helped out. Thanks for joining me today. Be back next Sunday with another episode of Relic Radio's Strange Tales.